Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you very much for joining me here. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take a look here at Rose, kind of see what's going on, of course. If you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, just love teaching people how to trade. Hopefully you can learn a thing or two here today. And I do have a trading academy and community with a specific purpose of helping you become a better trader. So check that out in your own time, of course. We all have a great time. We actually have roundtable discussions every week. And the Trading Academy is actually doing very well. A lot of people really love it. Helps give you that foundational aspect. And I also send out signals to kind of fill in the gaps so you can understand how to become a better trader in the sense of structuring your trades more effectively. So I just share all of that with my community, and it's been an amazing experience. Go ahead and check that out, CryptoCache.tech. Now looking here at Rose, simply put, almost back on track. And I say almost because we're under the 200-day SMA still, and I would like to be back up above that to be totally in the clear. But this is a really, really good sign. Obviously, Bitcoin's doing well today. Bitcoin's up 7%. And coincidentally, Rose is up almost 20%. So it's effectively a 3x at this point, considering how much growth we've seen from Bitcoin and how strong Rose has recovered. Okay, so we saw a pretty strong sell-off from yesterday with something to acknowledge because Bitcoin did lose its support level initially, bounced off of 37,000. We've been back up ever since. So again, good stuff here from Rose, but just know that we're not out of the woods yet. We're looking good though, tentatively. What I mean by that is we're not over 50 on the RSI as well. We do have a MACD convergence here forming, which is great. So I think we should expect to see a continuation, but for now I would recommend just proceeding with caution here with Rose. Not saying that it's going to drop out. Just note that it's not super strong compared to some other coins right now, but a 20% recovery is quite nice. All right, okay, so we got to celebrate the small stuff. Really good stuff there, but just know we got a few key level resistances to surpass in order to feel very comfortable with that. But good news here. Here's a good news. Lower lows and lower highs on the 4-hour have just been broken, okay? So this effectively kind of defies that, so we're now making higher highs. And if we can make a higher low, we're gonna be in perfect shape, okay? And a higher low essentially would be just maybe a pullback down to somewhere in the range of 24 or 23.2, 24 range. And then of course, a bounce to continue upwards or just a continuation sideways, because honestly, Rose is still looking very good. It's not overextended at all like some other coins are. Like I just covered Luna, that one's overextended on the short-term time frame. We're expecting a pullback there. We could expect a pullback from Rose too, just don't expect it to come much lower, or in fact the most recent low has to be above 23.2 cents. So if we get a low, it's probably gonna bounce off 23.2. That's the speculation. Taking a look here as well, 50 on the RSI and 50 on the SMA, they're both looking good. In other words, we're above both, and that's excellent. We need to see that on the 4-hour to help that transition to the 1-day. We can get that on the 1-day, again, have more consistency here on the 4-hour, then the 1-day will turn into a price above the 200-day SMA, and then we'll be in good shape, okay? So we're almost there in that sense, looking very good. Looking at the 1-hour chart, let's go ahead and quickly peek at the Ichimoku cloud. Pretty much every cloud right now is telling us the same thing, to leave our position open if we have a long position. We can expect some pullback though, because if you do take a look at the standard deviation, we're really close to the top. Most coins are doing this right now where they kind of went outside that comfort zone. So if we look at the 15, you can kind of see it's going to pull back and contract a little bit. In fact, if we look also too at TD sequential, we can see we're at a 9 and we need to see that reset happen. Most coins are doing the same situation right now because that's essentially what Bitcoin's doing. So we're at a 9 right now, so we can expect a pullback, possibly to the support level here at about 24.2, which is a recent support level, or previous resistance rather. And then of course, we could expect a pullback also down to about 23.2. So somewhere between 23 and 24.2 essentially is where we're going to expect the price to possibly pull back. If it continues upwards, I would just say, be cautious, because if it keeps pushing higher, it's overextended for the moment. It's outside those standard deviation lines, and we don't want that, okay? So I don't care who you are, whoever else out there is pumping up these coins, saying that it's excellent that we go parabolic, that is not good. We don't want that. We want a healthy continuation pattern, and so far, Rose is looking very good on the smaller time frames. More importantly, on the 4-hour, I love the fact that we're seeing higher highs now. That's extremely important. But if, in order to maintain these higher highs, we need a slight pullback and a correction to the next recent major support level, which at this point is between 23.2 and 24.2. So I'd say set your alerts perhaps, and maybe consider an entry around 23.7, right in the middle. So if we're going to bounce off to say 23.2, 23.7, add to your position and then continue a long position from there. Okay, so again, I'm going to be setting a lot of alerts here today based on the simple fact that we're expecting a slight pullback, and buying the next dip would be advantageous considering how strong Bitcoin is looking right now. Granted, we haven't broken 41,500 for Bitcoin just yet. That's a key level resistance in my personal opinion, and I think that we're going to need to close above that eventually this week in order to get that true on confirmation. But this is a dang good start here so far for both Bitcoin and of course the rest of the market. So hopefully you found some benefit here, of course. Oh, you know what? Let's summarize one last thing here. Let's look at a better case scenario as well, because I get the question a lot of, what's Rose's potential? Where could it go in the next X amount of days? Right, so if we were to kind of give it a number and kind of look at its previous history, first of all, from its most recent high to its most recent low, it took roughly about 2 weeks to get down 53%. Okay, so if we take that same pullback, so let's just say we expect the same amount of pullback, we could see an increase from now to somewhere in the range of about 45 cents, upwards of about 88% total gains or return in the next 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, so that's a possibility. Now, again, is it a reality? A few things need to happen first. We got to get up over the 200-day SMA first. That's the biggest thing I think that might be a potential roadblock. That's right around 26 cents. It's going to be trending closer to 26 by the time we get there. If we can get past that, we're going to be looking very, very good to consider a long position here for Rose. But the truth be told here, we did break this descending type of pattern, and we're finally breaking to the upside. That's a really important thing to be able to note, is when you have a breakout from a descending type of pattern, it does signal a good sign to possibly take a long position. So I would comfortably tell you that a swing trade with Rose right now is advantageous. I think it would be a good consideration, maybe consider adding to your position or taking a position with Rose. Just something to think about. It's definitely got good potential. The fact that it bounced back 20% when Bitcoin recovered by 7 tells me that we could very well see somewhere in the range of 40 plus cents here in the next couple of weeks. And of course, best case scenario, break its all-time high to hit somewhere in the range of 60 cents within the next month or two. I think that's very much reality, considering how well it's progressed. Its Bitcoin pairing is good, it's very healthy, and I think the long-term picture here for Rose is positive. So I would say don't hesitate to add your position to Rose now or soon. I think it's a good call. Again, that's just my 2 cents. I hope you find benefit. We're probably going to open a swing trade position here with Rose here soon, of course, considering what I see here. And I hope that you have yourself a great rest of your day. If you're not currently a community member, CryptoCache.tech, link in the description below. Looking forward to helping you becoming a better trader. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.